According to a report, one of the recently released Hamas hostages had already escaped from prison, and the locals survived for days before they seized him for days. Ron Krivoi tried to enter the border. Russian Israel Krivoi accepted Gaza as a part of the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas. Both sides agreed to extend the ceasefire for 2 days due to the release of more hostage on Tuesday. According to Israeli Times, 25-year-old Hamas was working as a sound technician at the Supernova Festival on October 7 when terrorists attacked. Israel violates that Hamas violating as a blasting explosion. Gunfire target IDF troops Jerusalem Post. Krivoi claimed that the ruins of the Gaza Strip were briefly escaped and survived for 4 days, and that he was not imprisoned all time. Hamas announced that he had kept him in a housing building during his prison sentence. But later the wing of the Israeli Defense Forces collapsed and allowed him to escape. Krivoi stayed for 4 days, but the locals finally managed to find and recapture Krivoi, and then surrendered to Hamas terrorists. The NYC Chancellor rejects that high school students who suppressed the halls demanding the Jewish teacher to fulfill their duty. His aunt told me about a tremendous relaxation after being released, and when he asked him if there was any nightmare, he said, "Yes. I have nightmares about the party and being under captivity. But now everything is fine. They have other injuries." His aunt said wounds he suffered from the collapse of building and a head wound. Under medical observation. But good. 11 Israeli women and children released by Hamas entered Israel after more than 7 weeks of captivity in Gaza. Hamas transfers the 10-month-old Israel hostage to separating the Palestinian terror group in Gaza. IDF Israel said that the ceasefire would last a day for every 10 additional pledge released. The statements on Monday to 51 Israel, who were released under the ceasefire with 19 hostages of other nations. 150 Palestinians from Israeli prisons were released until now.